All right, so I thought I'd do a quick video on the differences between the Wrench Rabbit kit and the Wiseco Garage Buddy, and obviously OEM. And I'm using this box just to show the Honda OEM, right? Not necessarily what's in that box. Okay, what brought this up is I'm rebuilding an 05 YZ250 two-stroke engine, and I've got parts scattered all over from here to breakfast. All the different pieces all laid out in getting ready to clean them all. But back to these two. So I decided to do the Wiseco Garage Buddy. I figured they say it's all-inclusive kit on everything that you need to rebuild this two-stroke engine. Obviously for the YZ kit, YZ250. So, ordered it up, got it here, and realized that there's a lot of stuff that's not there that I like to put in a rebuild kit compared to the Wrench Rabbit. So I did a little comparison, and this is just a list of Honda OEM stuff just from their website. This is on Partzilla. I have no affiliation with them, but this is just kind of a list of stuff that you would need to do a rebuild on a 2001 Honda CR250. So if you add up all those parts, your cost is, hold on, let me back up just a second. So the piston OEM is no longer available. You can probably get them. So anyway, I just decided to omit the piston, the rings, the clips, and the wrist pin, and go with the Wiseco piston, because Wiseco, I think they do all right pistons. So anyway, all OEM other than the piston, it puts you at $1,144.26. Granted, depending on what kind of sales or discounts they have on the parts. But those are OEM parts, and it includes everything that I think you need to rebuild an engine, minus, like cylinder work, porting, or anything added. These are just hard parts that you need to put this engine together. Okay, so we're looking at $1,144.26, not including tax. That's just what they have listed on their site. So there's that. Now let's jump to the Wrench Rabbit kit. Granted, this is an old box, had it laying around forever. Wrench Rabbit kit. You pretty much get everything to rebuild an engine. You get the crank, the piston kit, top end bearing, gaskets, transmission bearings, seals, main bearings, and water pump kit. The stuff that I have listed in the OEM that is not included in the Wrench Rabbit kit is your clutch hub bearing, your clutch actuator bearing, because there's two of them. The power valve bearings are not included. And then the output shaft, there's a D-ring. It's like an oil seal. It's more like just kind of a D-shaped O-ring. Anyway, these parts are not included in the Wrench Rabbit kit. And if you have to get OEM of these parts, it's $83.44. So the cost of the Wrench Rabbit kit, $569.56. And then you add this, so your total cost before taxes, $653. Okay, not bad for getting a Wrench Rabbit kit and those included, or those parts that are not included that you have to buy from OEM. Okay, now let's go to the Wrench Rabbit, from the Wrench Rabbit to the Wiseco Garage Buddy, the all-inclusive kit. This is what's included. You get a crankshaft, you get the two main bearings, you get the seals, you get the gaskets, you get a piston kit, you get a top end bearing, and an hour meter. Not included, the transmission bearings, a water pump rebuild kit, the clutch hub bearing, the power valve bearings, the shift drum bearings, the output shaft, that D-ring, which is like an oil seal. Anyway, talked about that already. And the clutch actuator arm bearings. Those are parts not included in the Garage Buddy, yet how do you how do you say it's an all-inclusive kit? I don't understand. The cost to the Garage Buddy, $598.50. If you have to buy these all OEM, all the parts that are not included, you're looking at an additional $250.74, putting your grand total of the Garage Buddy and the OEM parts needed to $849.24. So do I think it's worth it to go OEM? It's definitely more expensive, but you get every single part that you need. Whereas if you get the Wrench Rabbit kit, you get more parts and it's actually cheaper than the Garage Buddy. But if you go the Garage Buddy, you end up paying more to get all the parts you need. And I know there's gonna be a lot of naysayers out there that say, well, I don't need all those parts. True, you don't. But when I like to do an engine, I like to go through everything and change all the bearings and all the gaskets, all the seals. And the Wrench Rabbit kit does a pretty good job, but it doesn't cover everything. The Garage Buddy, it doesn't even come close to the parts that I need. So do I want to spend the extra money on OEM? Well, the saying is, you know, bitter quality lasts long after the sweetness of low price is forgotten. So anyway, just thought I'd do a quick little video. Sorry it's dragging on a little bit, but you know, make up your mind. I'll let you guys decide which ones you want to go with. The Wrench Rabbit, made in China. The Garage Buddy, made in China. So you decide. Anyway, I think from now on, I'm just gonna try to do OEM stuff if I can, and if not, then, you know, piece out the pieces that I need. But anyway, I figured I'd do this little video to give people an idea just what you're getting in these kits. And granted, I did both of these, all these parts and prices, I did them off of for a 2001 Honda CR250, which is the bike I'm most comfortable dealing with. So anyway, that's my 2 cents, and hope you guys make a informed decision down the road on which kit you want to get. But you know, as a side note, I did call out Garage Buddy or the Wiseco on their kit and asked them why they didn't include the tranny bearings and all the other stuff that is typically included in a Wrench Rabbit kit. And their response was, we don't have them. Sorry. Well, sorry, that's not a good enough answer for me. So if you're not going to include them in your kit, I'll just go buy OEM stuff. Anyway, there's your informed decision, my little rant. Sorry about that, I tend to do that. Anyway, until the next video, I'm still waiting on parts to do my other projects, all my other stuff. Trying to get some of them done. Anyway, there you go.